So this is an experiment in sound. We will sync up the audio there. Right now, open helmet. 12, 15, 20 miles an hour. 25 or so neighborhood streets. Excuse me, y'all. Visor down. I'm sure it's quieter. Anyway, experiment in sound. Why do I ride a motorcycle? Why wouldn't I? I mean, yes, it is a little dangerous. It is a little more dangerous than riding a car, driving a car. Anyone who says riding a motorcycle is not risky is fooling you or themselves. I am a squishy ape on the outside of a machine versus being a squishy ape on the inside of a machine. If you've ever looked at a dog with its head out the window as it goes down the road and just seen the sort of interested contentment, the interested contentment that fuzzy puppy has, not riding through any of that, thank you. I mean, it's a lot like that. There's a lot of freedom, which is pretty arbitrary. This is 40 miles an hour wind. Freedom is pretty arbitrary. I mean, I'm free to go where I want anyway, but there's a huge difference between going where I want and being outside going where I want. And that's really it. If you like being outside and you're an outdoorsy type person, you'll really enjoy it. You feel the wind, you feel the rain, you will get sunburned, you will get hit by bugs. And let me tell you, getting hit in the face with a fat bee at 50 miles an hour is not an entertaining experience. Let me rephrase that. It's a painful experience, but it's entertaining. I usually go, ow, and then laugh a whole hell of a lot because I just got hit in the face with a bug on the highway. I have a lot of mental health issues, a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, especially during this whole pandemic bullshit. Hello, mirror. Especially during this whole pandemic bullshit. Because I went from a busy, incredibly stressful sort of panic mode whole ass year, especially taking care of my dad and everything, to suddenly taking a furlough and then there's nothing. Just like screeching purgatory. There is nothing. There is nowhere to go. Everything is closed. I can only reliably go to 7-Eleven, and I'm thankful. But, you know, when I was working and everything was shut down, I couldn't stop to pee. I couldn't do any of that. And now that I'm not working, I don't know where to go. So I just get on the bike and ride. But being outside and being out on the streets, it helps clear my head. And most importantly, with all of that noise of being anxious and being afraid, being depressed and being angry, all of that noise, because that's really all that it is. It's just noise. When your brain says, you can't do this, you shouldn't do that, you don't deserve whatever, you deserve to die. Or you don't deserve to live, more accurately. And damn, isn't living really tiresome right now? All of that, it's just noise. It is just noise. Being on a motorcycle quiets that noise. That's all that you get to hear. And it's beautiful. And quiet. But making a motovlog is hard because I prefer to not just ramble on about any unusual shit. Look here, you. Go, 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 go. I would rather ride to hear the motor, to hear the wind, to hear the birds and the dogs, to hear the music of other assholes in traffic. Just be. best thing in the world is to just be. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, that's another thing. You stick your head out the side of a car, you stick your head on the back of a motorcycle, you smell everything. You smell the cigarettes, you smell the garbage, oof, you smell the weed, you smell this amazing jerk chicken place. Holy crap, it's so good. And you smell the shitty garbage and trucks. And you smell people's car air fresheners. And you smell the restaurants. And you smell what people are making for dinner. And in the summer, you smell the flowers and the trees, and in the fall, you smell the decaying leaves and the rot. And it is so much better than being in a car. Because you're a part of the world now. Well, you always were a part of the world, but you're not isolated from it. You're not in a box. And it's different than driving down the street with the windows down, or even in a convertible. I mean, maybe a convertible, but with a motorcycle, you're not hidden in the turbulence. You are actually out in the wind, and you get all of that smell. Anyway, you smell everything, and good and the bad, but it doesn't isolate you. It doesn't box you off. So you get to be a much more fundamental part of the world. You get to participate in it a whole hell of a lot more. I mean, even stuff like this little stupid puddle there, you would smell it. Woof, 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 woof. You park that by dogs. Man, it's really windy. This is just going to be a short test. I may not even publish this test. This is just for me to see how awful it is with the microphone under my left cheek pad, doing up to about 50 miles an hour. Nothing really big, just a short loop. And then I can figure out if I want to do actual talking footage. La la la. It's my lovely neighborhood. And I'm going to try this on this bike, and then I'm going to try it again on my other bike, which has the louder exhaust, but goes slower. So if I do any highway chatting, maybe the wind won't be as bad. Who knows? This is all new. This is all an experiment. Hey, buddy.